Here with Chuck Weber, the Iowa Heartlanders and the Kansas City Mavericks. Heartlanders back home, first game at home in the second half of the season since the return from Florida. Chuck, before we talk about this upcoming game, last weekend, pretty good weekend, 3 out of a possible 6, 3 out of a possible 4 in the final 2. What were some of your takeaways? Weekend as a whole down in a lot warmer than here, Sunshine State.
Yeah, besides the 80-degree temperature change, I thought we saw a lot of growth in our team. I thought Rousseau played really well. I thought Mercer played really well. In net for both games, I thought we had different guys step up at different moments. Unfortunately, we were 1.2 seconds away from having a 4-point weekend. Didn't love the game in Orlando. I thought we showed some flashes there, but it was almost a 5-minute penalty kill in the Saturday night in Jacksonville got us going. We kind of realized that, if we played like that 5-on-5, it gives us a better chance, and it's something we've been harping on since October, and it was just kind of a little bit of a light bulb moment. So hopefully, if we can start to get some health now, hopefully the Minnesota organization can keep some health. Hopefully can maybe put a little run together.
Yeah, Heartlanders coming in. Obviously I know what the players are thinking, what you will say, which is that one game at a time, not worried about the standings. From the perspective that the team just has been playing better, how is that an encouraging factor for you? Standings aside of what it's going to take to hopefully get into the dance.
Yeah, I mean, just the growth we've really had over the last 7 to 10 games. I mean, unfortunately, we haven't been able to flip a lot of those 1-goal losses into 1-goal wins. Again, our power play has been a little bit of a struggle of late. But I know we're putting a lot of time into that to try to get those into a +1 from that standpoint, and we're doing a better job defending. Now we just need a little bit more timely offense. Too many games where we've only scored 1 goal, and we need a lot more of those 3 or 4 goal nights. If we can do that, I like our chances. I don't see us as a team that's going to lose a lot of games 6-4, but we can't keep losing games 2-1 and 3-1.
Matt Cothey comes in. He scores a big goal on Sunday in Jacksonville, gives the Heartlanders that lead there in the third period, and then ultimately, obviously, it went into overtime in the shootout. He just has kind of been like a worker bee, I feel like, the best maybe way to put it, just a guy that's really come in and stepped up. What's been your takeaway from Cothey?
Yeah, Matty's done a great job from the standpoint. He's been a great teammate. He's come in and he was out of the lineup for a while and just continued to work hard, work on his craft, and those are the guys you root for that when presented the opportunity to take advantage. And now he's created a value that I tell the guys, make yourself important. Do something that other people can't do or aren't willing to do. And he's been great on the forecheck, scored a timely goal. So he's earned the top spot in the lineup. We always say, kind of like J.J. Watt says, the rent is due every day. And he's taken that mindset, and he's paying off for us.
Johnny Sorensen's taken that mindset as well these last few months. Named captain earlier today. Team found out about it a few days ago. Heartlanders just put it out on social media. You and I have talked so much about him. How proud are you that he's stepped up to this occasion to earn this honor?
Yeah, I mean, earn is the right word. Nothing was given. He has the respect of the room. He's the one guy that is comfortable enough in his own skin to speak up, good or bad. And you just see it day in and day out. Going from forward, he was the first one to come to us and go, hey, we're short defensemen, I'll go play D. Whether it's penalty killing, power play, doesn't complain about ice time, does everything the right way. And you just see the little details, like no man left behind, little things that making sure everybody's on the vans, everyone's at the, on the airplane. Guys are taking care of it, the apartments. He's just taken all of that ownership and ran with it. And, for me, it was a situation where it was kind of like, it's time. It's something I take a lot of onus in from the standpoint of it's an important decision. And I think we got the right guy.
You can't definitely for sure getting named to see again Johnny Sorensen today. Kansas City's won 14 games in a row. That's the easiest way to put it. They're really good lately. What makes them so good in the last month and a half where they haven't lost?
They do things the right way. Their special teams has been solid. Their power play finds timely goals. They keep it simple there. A lot of just sifting pucks from the blue line with net firm presence. Their penalty kill, they eat a lot of pucks. They've gotten solid goaltending, and they're a team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. We've been in this situation once before. We had Toledo, they had won already 10 in a row, and we stepped up to that occasion. So I'm excited to see what our effort's going to look like tonight against a team that is at the opposite, is where we want to be. So we can hopefully use this as a springboard that way.
Chuck, thanks for a few minutes. Start of a 3-3. Here we go again. Thanks again.
Thanks, David.
Again, that's Chuck Weber. Heartlanders getting set to go against the Kansas City Mavericks. Sam Kaiser and I back next with Puck Drop.